welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education, an initiative by Collegedunia, where we interview esteemed dignitaries of notable institutes from all across India to talk about experiences and expertise in the education domain. Today we have joining in with us Dr. Shauli Mukherjee, the Director of School of Education and Dean of Students Affairs at Adamas University, Kolkata. With a purposeful career in the education space spanning over more than 20 years, Dr. Shauli Mukherjee has dedicated her life towards promotion of child-centric and activity-oriented education. A passionate educationist and a thoughtful leader with a background of setting up and leveling new age K-12 schools, Dr. Mukherjee had been the founder principal of Adamas World School and STEM World School, the first STEM school in the West Bengal. Under her inspiring leadership, STEM World School had been ranked and awarded as the second best international day school in the West Bengal by Education World. Dr. Mukherjee ardently believes that the purpose of meaningful education is to develop lifelong learners, creative thinkers, and responsible global citizens who are confidently equipped to face the challenges of an uncertain and constantly unfolding future. I, Sushant Ranjanlal, on behalf of the whole Collegedunia fraternity, would like to extend a very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am, on this platform.
Thank you so much, Sushant, for that wonderful introduction of yours, and wishing you all a very good evening.
You're welcome, ma'am. And a very good evening to you, ma'am, as well.
Thank you.
So moving on to the first question, ma'am. You have held key position at Education Institute throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
So, Sushant, it has almost been more than 23 years now that I have been in the education sector. I have been the principal of some renowned international schools in West Bengal, and among which two schools have been exclusively founded by me as the founder principal, among which I must mention STEM World School, which was founded by me in the year 2015, which was the first STEM school in West Bengal, which was also eventually awarded for being the second best international day school in the entire West Bengal region. Currently, I am the Director of School of Education and Dean Student Affairs at Adamas University, Kolkata. Additionally, I am also associated with premier educational organizations across India as well as globally in senior advisory role. So, you see, I have always wanted to work in the education space, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. So for me, it has been a conscious intersection between what I'm good at and what I love doing. So for me, I would say very fortunately, I have been able to turn my passion into my profession. The best way in which I can describe myself is that I'm an extremely passionate and purpose-driven academician who have been relentlessly working towards honing and nurturing the creative and innovative genius and unique talents and capabilities of our young learners. In fact, I'm a kind of a person who basically thrives more on intrinsic motivation to touch, to impact, to inspire, and to create a visible and tangible difference in the people's lives through the transformative and ennobling part of education. So that is the reason I am in the education sector.
That's great, ma'am. So coming on to the second question, being the director of Adamas University, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
So I always believe that a great leader is one who knows the way, who shows the way, and most importantly, who goes the way. So a leader will always take people to a place where they would want to go. But a great leader will take people to a place where they do not want to go, but they ought to be going. So I think that is the difference between a leader and a great leader. The real role of leadership in education is definitely not of command and control. It is basically climate control. And when I say climate control, I mean that it is basically to create a climate of immense potentialities and possibilities for everyone in the system, where the people would continue to evolve into the very best, the truest, and the highest version of themselves. That is basically the role and responsibility both of a great leader. So all great leaders, they have a very, very strong and powerful why. That is a greater purpose. So they not only know what and how to do things, but they also know why to do it. Because the world doesn't care how much you know. And the world doesn't even, get changed a bit by the vast repertoire of knowledge that you must be having. But the world definitely gets changed by what you decide to do with what you know. And for that, it is very, very important for a leader, especially a thought leader, to know why he or she is doing something, what he is doing. So the why is actually something which is very, very important. So if you know your purpose, and if you can communicate the same effectively, your purpose actually acts as a strong magnet to pull people towards your vision. And then a wonderful journey of success commences. So every great leader, has that powerful sense of why, has that powerful sense of purpose for which he or she is working. So I think that is the essence of great leadership.
It was really motivating hearing your philosophy of leadership, right? Coming on to the next question, what are some of the biggest challenges you see for higher education in general?
What I believe is that there is an urgent and there is a pressing need to reimagine and redefine higher education to suit the needs as well as the demands of an ever-changing and constantly unfolding VUCA world, and that is a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. In order to address and challenge the emerging global complexities of the 21st century world, we have to understand first that we do not need mechanically trained minds loaded with facts and figures, minds which are systematically formulated to think alike. No, that is not what we require. Rather, what the world requires are minds which are capable of divergent thinking, minds which are capable of out-of-the-box ideation. That is exactly what the world requires. And for that, I think we must allow the young learners more time, which they can effectively utilize in following their curiosity, creating, sharing, exploring, and experimenting with their novel ideas. At the same time, it is very, very important for responsible educators like us to stop stigmatizing failures and mistakes and to understand that both are actually essential ingredients and components of any kind of learning experience. We have to allow the creative minds to seek not only innovative solutions to the problems, but also to find out inherent problems in existing solutions. So, you see, what is required is a complete mindset shift. That is exactly what is required to reimagine higher education. that will essentially suit the learning needs and demands of our present generation. So if we want to raise a generation of happy and successful individuals, we have to, there is an urgent need of a mindset shift. That is exactly what is required.
Yes. Thanks for answering this, ma'am. Next question that I would like to ask you, and would be the last question. What would you like people to know about your university? They may not know, right?
So yes, coming to Adamas University, I would like to say that the best part that even I also like about the university is the greenery, you see. So nestled amidst 120 acres of sprawling greenery, Adamas University is in fact rated as the best private university in Eastern India, which was established with a clear intention to provide a solution to all educational needs under one single roof. The university truly aims to create an environment for students that will not only equip them with the right kind of knowledge, but will also develop them as well-rounded members of our society. The university is truly intellectually diverse, as it houses students and faculty members from more than 25 countries. It has presently 9 schools of study, as well as an exclusive school for professional studies that prepares students for various competitive examinations such as IAS, IPS, WBCS, and others. The university also has collaborations with more than 50 universities spread across 18 countries, which allows the students to benefit regularly from guest lectures by experts, from international universities, student exchange programs, and semester study abroad programs. The faculty members also benefit from research collaborations and faculty exchange programs. Our university truly envisions to become a highly respected global institute by imparting socially relevant education and creating new knowledge through research and innovation for the benefit of industry and society as a whole. It continuously strives to improve employability through futuristic curriculum, progressive pedagogy, and cutting-edge technology. And it fosters an outcome-based education system for continuous improvement in education, research, and almost all allied activities. It instills the notion of lifelong learning among the young learners, which is the need of the hour, through a vibrant culture of research and innovation, collaboration with industries, research centers, and professional bodies to stay relevant and up to date. And most importantly, it inculcates ethical principles and develops understanding of environmental and social realities among the young learners. So in conclusion, I would like to say that with a wide gamut of programs from diploma to doctorate, the university is sure to emerge as the choicest destination of excellence for the wider cross-section of both national as well as international learners, researchers, and faculty members in the near future.
So, ma'am, it's really been an honor for me to interview you. I thank you once again for coming in our platform. Thanks a lot, ma'am. It was really an honor for us to have you on this platform, ma'am.
You're most welcome. And Sushant, I must also say that it has really been my pleasure to be on this platform to share my insights on thoughts on education. Thank you so much.